Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there, it's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere way to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Matthews. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, that's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Maybe one notch of a... Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give on the inside. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. Trying to get to him. Quarterback now breaking the field. At the 45 on his way.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Provo. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gators will line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first. Never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Gators will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
And I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to pass. It's Matthews. He's got his man. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. They move the tight end all over. Pocket starts to collapse. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Now on 2nd down.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gators! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry...
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Those kind of plays can be... How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Pulled and fired complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Matthews. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to move it through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And he'll be ushered out of bounds at the 3.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up the big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man, it's Matthews. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And the running back there did everything that he... Got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 20, he's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Back to throw, it's Matthews. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. A delay of game penalty is the last thing you want when you're in this part of the field. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, running back on the move. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Matthews. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found... No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.